Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of MyYES Weekly right here on YesNetwork.com. I'm Joe Oriema, and with me as always is Glenn Jean Grandy. Glenn,
yeah,
how are things?
Honestly, Joe, I'm a little upset.
What's wrong?
Because I wasted so many Sundays and so much DVR space on The Killing, and AMC puts that kind of a finale on us in Season 1. You should be ashamed of yourselves, AMC.
Wow, the rant of the week right there. We should have a segment called Glenn's Rant of the Week.
No. Just some feelings I thought I had to get out
and
there.
And I have to say I agree with you.
I know there are a lot of people out there who watched The Killing, they invested time, no payoff.
I agree with you, Glenn, but we always start with MyYES Fandemonium. So we're going to move from the rant to MyYES Fandemonium, and we start with a forum post.
Happier thoughts coming to us courtesy of MyYES community user Nguyen with 2 N's. The topic of the thread, doesn't it seem like, and then Nguyen goes into the subject, so it sounds like we're saying, doesn't it seem like Gardner has contributed big to every Yankee win either on offense or defense for the last couple of weeks?
Quick answer to that is yes.
Yankee Loon chimes in, agreeing with Nguyen, saying, got to keep him in the one hole against all pitching, and there's really no argument around it right now. Brett Gardner's been one of the hottest hitters in baseball over the last month and change. He's got the perfect skill set for what you want out of a leadoff hitter. He's patient even when he strikes out. He gets deep into counts, good on base percentage, and to me, Joe, most importantly, he's got that game-changing speed that can really throw off pitchers' rhythms and get the Yankees going in the first inning, even though they've been doing great out of the gate this season.
Okay, we're going to move on to the tweets of the week. A quick MyYES Fandemonium to the tweets of the week this week, and the first tweet comes from Finster56. Saying, watching a motorcycle being chased by police on Fox News. I hope he wipes out bad. Third strike. Oh well, enjoy jail for quite some time. You can always get a good chase on Fox News, whether it be motorcycle or car. That's the place to go. That's about the only time I watch Fox News.
They always seem to be right on top of these car chases, and I can tell you firsthand that at Yes Network headquarters, business comes to a stop when there's a big chase going on.
And most of them never end up, good.
No one ever gets away. They never get away.
I just don't get why people do it. Okay, well, next tweet of the week comes from...
Talk about a guy who didn't get away.
Mike Francesa, NY. If you really want OJ to admit it, get him on my show. He would crack after 5 minutes of my hard-hitting interrogation skills. And his picture right there makes me laugh every time. It's Mike Francesa's picture with Twitter underneath it. It's spelled Twitter. But, yeah, no. Hey, he did it.
Before you continue, Joe, I got to say, I was wondering how he was going to fit in another imitation. I should have seen this one coming a mile away.
Well, I'll say this about Francesa. He interrogated another running back the other day, Tiki Barber, which actually was just some great radio and really had some hard-hitting questions. So some of the rumors have been going around that OJ confessed to the murder of his wife, and then Huffington Post came out and said that he didn't confess to the murder of his wife while he's doing his other jail stint right now. Either way, if Mike Francesa gets on that, we might be able to get a confession, something that Marsha Clark, Chris Darden, and Judge Ito were not able to get, way back when.
It was a huge trial. Real quick on the 2 running backs. As far as Tiki goes, you mentioned him. Good to see Francesa kind of going a little hard at Tiki. Not like that fluff piece on Real Sports. 4 thumbs down to that. And as for OJ, well, he's in jail on unrelated crime.
4 thumbs down to OJ.
Yeah, I don't think we've got enough thumbs for that. But the bottom line is we all know OJ is just upset because, as I said, he's in jail on an unrelated crime, and he cannot be out maintaining his search of every golf course and nightclub in the country until he finds the killer's end. True story, my father actually saw OJ in Florida way back in the day when he was actually on the hunt.
Yeah, in a nightclub, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Well, we're now going to move to the photos of the week, top 5 photos of the week. And Glenn, you've got number 5.
Let's do it. Number 5 comes to us from Rockhound, showing the fandom there with a Yankees mailbox. I can only wonder what the house itself looks like.
That's a very extreme photo right there. Okay, number 4, we move to Like Towin', and it's a picture. It says, "You dang woodchucks, stop chucking my wood." You know, the commercial.
Yes.
But here's the problem with it. One of them is actually a squirrel. I think the other one is a beaver. I don't think either of them are actually woodchucks, but it's a funny shot.
Science is never my thing back in school. Moving to number 3 from Joni2, we've got a cute baby making an adorable face. It looks like the face that the kid made in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the baby talking like
Baby
he's like
Finster,
40.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I like that. Okay, number 2 comes from Derek2, and we see the shot of, look, I'm very critical sometimes of some of the things that go on. And I'll say this. One of the cheesier things that they do at Yankee Stadium is, they have Russell Martin in the Canadian Mountie uniform. The one I hate the most, though, is truly
the one I love the most.
When Brett Gardner gets a base hit and they have him posing as Brett the Hitman. It's so cheesy. I love Brett the Hitman Hart, but it's so cheesy.
I was on Canada's side that time. And number one, Derek 2, again, wow, 2 for 2 with Derek here. The perfect picture of a walk-off pie being given to Brett Gardner. He walked off against the Rangers on the Yankees' last homestand before their interleague road trip.
Look at the cream. It's just in midair, ready to hit our own Kim Jones.
I'm sure it tasted good.
All right, we're going to move now to everybody's favorite segment, the greatest segment in the history of the Internet and more. I mean, Al Gore, the inventor of the Internet, even says that this is the greatest segment ever. And we move to the video of the week. Glenn, this week's video, Derek Jeter in a classic SportsCenter commercial. These commercials are priceless, but this one always makes me laugh hard.
Hey, Stuart, you use my razor?
What? No.
No?
No.
Carl, what about you? Sorry, I didn't touch it.
You didn't touch it. What's up, man?
Josh?
No, dude.
So no one used my razor. The hair got here all by itself. That's what we're saying. Okay.
The ESPN commercials, pretty much usually fantastic, and anytime you get the Philly Fanatic involved, one of my favorite mascots, and just an absolutely beloved one around the sports world, you can't go wrong.
The Philly Fanatic is awesome, just awesome. And having Derek Jeter in that commercial, we're paying a little homage here to Derek Jeter, who is almost going to be off the DL and making his march toward 3,000. So we will find out who actually used his razor. But all signs point, you don't need to be Sherlock Holmes to see that it was the Philly Fanatic.
Where will he get the hit? Will it be at Citi Field? Will it be in Cleveland?
That's the other thing. We're having a contest. Check out my Twitter, and you can see, pick the date. Pick the date of when you think Derek Jeter's 3,000 hit will be. Give it to me. Ball Vinny's going to donate a shirt, one of his shirts. I'm going to donate something yes related. It might even be Glenn. So, Glenn, how can they reach us?
They can reach us through Facebook, Twitter, the MyYES community message board. Email us. We're here for you guys.
We are. We're here for everybody. And Glenn,
yes?
That's going to do it.
We're done.
We are done. And you know what? Keep coming back to YesNetwork.com for all of your Yankees needs this season. For Glenn Jean Grandy, I'm Joe Oriama saying we'll see you next time on MyYES Weekly.